I know that a lot of you guys had tons and tons of questions about how to actually read your Wallet Wellness Exam report. So I'm just going to go through each and every page of it with you so that you can know what each part is and how to utilize that to improve your financial health. So let's get into it. The first page that you are going to see is essentially just a profile on you, right? You're the cycle breaker in the room. So that's your picture. And then your client profile really just shows your contact info and like what your best method of contact is. This top half is specifically really for our team. It's not really for you guys. You know what you look like and your information, but we need to know that on the back end, okay? On the second half of this page, you're going to see resources. You see how it says clickable links? When you receive your Wallet Wellness Exam report, I want you to go ahead and click the links, y'all. Click the links, okay? So if we've done a follow-up call or I've sent a personalized follow-up video to you, the links that I'm referencing and saying, hey, this resource is available to you, it's already in your report, this is where it's at. It's right here. It's right here. And even though this is a PDF, I promise, hover your mouse over it and click the link, okay? It works, I promise, all right? Bottom half here where you see retainer, this is just what you are actually qualified for. So some people may be qualified for the CBT monitor, some people may only be qualified for the annual financial physical, so on and so forth. So it'll show you down here what you're actually qualified for that year. It may change the following year, right? So just as many times as you get your Wallet Wellness Exam report, please pay attention to what that says on the bottom, okay? All right, let's get to the next page. So the next page is going to show you your financial health goals. So this is exactly what you talk to your primary care consultant with in your initial Wallet Wellness Exam, okay? So the first question here is like your life 3 years from now. That was your response. And then also 3 things that you feel are holding you back, not us. This is what you told us is holding you back. Okay. Then the last part is your 12-month focus. This is what you let us know what you want to focus on within the next 12 months. This is nothing on this page is like a recommendation. This is kind of just motivation and accountability because this is what you told us that you want. Okay. Next page, you're going to see your name up there, and then it's also going to show you what condition your financial health is in. That's what this part is for, okay? So if you're in critical condition, stable condition, or optimal condition, which is where we all want to be, okay? Then it's going to show you your exam date, your start date, and this is important because this is actually going to show you like before and after, like when you first came to us or what this current year looks like for you or 12 months looks like for you, right? So you know exactly October 27th, let's say for this example, right? In October 27th, 2026, or that following year, whatever that may be when you're watching this, then you're like, oh my gosh, this is how far I've come when you come back and look at your own starting stats, okay? So these starting stats here is where you started with your 5 elements of your financial health. So that's income, debt, savings, credit, and investments. So just so you know, this box up here is a summary, okay, including your credit. This may actually be an average of all 3 of your scores, not the actual score itself, okay? Now, if you actually added on the credit analysis and you went through smart credit and everything, then this will be a average of all 3 of your scores. If you just wanted to settle for doing the Monarch, it only shows you Equifax. So that's what you'll see here, okay? So in that case, it does match, all right? Now, down here on the bottom half, on the second half of this page here, you're going to see a breakdown of each element. So this tells you if you have $23,519 in your total debt, what does that debt make up? You have $7,285 in credit cards, $16,233 in auto loans, student loans, whatever it may be, okay? That's what it breaks down to. For your savings as well, so it'll show financial foundation, if you have a travel fund, if you have a house fund, anything of that nature. And then for investments, if you got a life insurance policy, it's going to show you the balance of that. 401k, that's what it's going to show the balance of, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then up top is going to show you the total amount of investments you have. Okay. And some of you guys think you don't have investments when in fact you do. Okay. So that's what this page is all about. Now, the next page is really, really cool because this is your 12-month projection. So this is what we say, okay, we've looked at your finances, we've looked at everything, we've done your cash flow plan, and this is where we think that you will be in the next 12 months should you follow the plan. You got to stick to the plan to see these results, okay? If you stumble, if you backtrack or anything like that, this projection then changes, okay, guys? This is up to you. So again, you're going to see the 12 months from your exam date. That's what this end date is going to be. And then you're going to see the 5 elements of your financial health again, but this is what they should look like or may look like within the next 12 months, okay? And then here's a breakdown of each element, same thing as the previous page. This box shows you the summary. This second half of the page shows you exactly what is inside of each of those, okay? All right, now, this is the cool page. This is where your primary care consultant is going to tell you exactly what they think about your financial health profile, okay? Their professional thoughts. So up top here, this is going to be a summary of where your finances are. This financial foundation here is going to be the pros and cons of the current state of your credit, cash flow, and taxes, and then how to actually improve. On the bottom left, you're going to see a breakdown of your current assets and basic suggestions on growth. Again, we are not financial advisors, but based on your basic information, we'll let you know, like, hey, you should look into this with a financial advisor, okay? Same thing for your wealth protection. This is an analysis of your ability to actually protect the wealth that you're building, and then basic suggestions on growth, okay? And again, this is going to be what you should then take to a financial advisor if you ever do get to that point of wealth where it's like that much. But if not, there are plenty of fintech solutions, financial technology solutions that we have. We have a lot of partners that we work with that can help you to manage it yourself. And then your primary care consultant can kind of like look over it with you just to make it make sense for you, but not to actually present you with like full on, this is our advice, because we are not certified financial advisors, okay? All right. This page is a summary of things for you. So this first box here is spending by category. So it's year to date, how much you've been spending by category. And then here, this is actually a snapshot from your cash flow plan, which shows the breakdown of each debt and how much debt you'll have in the next 12 months, okay? Including like your savings and stuff, so it's not just debt. And then here, on the right-hand side, you will see cancellations and you will also see downsizing. So the top cancellations is suggestions for expenses that you should cancel, right? And then on the bottom, the downsizing means suggestions for expenses to keep, but that you could possibly lower the bill for. And again, all these resources, any links that your primary care consultant has talked about, any fintech that they've talked about, will be on that first page with a clickable link, okay? And then some of you were a little bit confused about where your cash flow plan is and how come it's not actually in the Wallet Wellness Exam report itself. And that's because it shifts, right? So if you guys come back to us, let's say 3 months down the road, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to sign up for a retainer, for a monthly retainer, can we get started? That cash flow plan is going to be different, right? And even when you come back in a year, right? So you'll always see the most up-to-date information on your cash flow plan right here in your actual dashboard. So when you go into the dashboard, you're going to go on the left-hand sidebar under results where it says cash flow plan. You're going to click that. It's going to open up into your actual cash flow plan, the entire spreadsheet for you. Okay, you only have viewer access. You cannot actually edit anything, okay? So because we don't want you to mess up your plan of what the professional actually put together for you, okay? Now, just so you know, this cash flow plan is specific to you. Nobody else can see it. Your dashboard is customized to you, so the results that you see under there are yours, okay? And no one else has access to it. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like if you learned something, leave a comment about what you enjoyed, share the wealth mindset, and of course, subscribe for more juicy financial info for aspiring new and current rentalpreneurs. We'll see you in the ICU soon. Stay financially healthy.